It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunking.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That is Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Able to push his way through. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. And they'll accept that penalty. Another extra point opportunity here. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Slot man moves right. Tua going to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But you look at the defense for these Texans. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Laporta. And then he's stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 3rd and 20. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
After the turnover, it's Tua. To the right side and intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. but a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
As Stroud now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
But no sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tua on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And this game to the last one, they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Stroud. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Stroud. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Stroud to throw it. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And bulldozing his way through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Cowboys 7. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. That's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Here's Tua. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful over here. As they began this drive, I was wondering if they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's Stroud. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Stroud looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 14-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play. It's better than 40 yards total.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Stroud off the play fake. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Here goes Stroud again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Now Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Forced out to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll run again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. That's who is going to change things up. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Breaks a tackle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Tua.
Escaping the pressure right.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Nifty move.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing Tua.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Texans 24.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud.
Looking right sideline, that's complete.
Now he's loose again.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Tua. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Texans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will